Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you today. Going to get into everything we got this week. But before we do, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow 3D Boxing blog on all forms of social media. Join the Patreon. Link is in the description. Just $5 a month. It's the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Just $5 a month. It gets you a lock of the week. It gets you Ask the Bookie anything. It gets you access to the Discord. So in addition to the lock of the week, which hits every week, it gets you access to the Discord. In the Discord, we discuss all the updated props, all the live betting. You get all the absolute best gambling advice, plus we stream fights there and things like that for just $5 a month. So just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice. So join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also in that little ticker below. I've also pinned it in the chat for your convenience. Join the Patreon, get the absolute best gambling advice. After y'all do that, head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. Promo code BOXING at checkout will save you 10%. All right, let's get into today's show. All right, let me close this out. All right, so just to kind of run it down, I just released the Arjako and Kelly video. Not my favorite fight to break down, but that is released today. That is live now. I will be going live Tuesday, Wednesday. Is today Tuesday? Today is Tuesday. So I'll be going live Tuesday, Wednesday as well, Thursday, and then Friday I'll be going live twice. So I'm going to try to go live every day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Hey, look who's here. My boy Hawk is here. What up, Hawk? How you been, my man? Long time no see, Hawk. Hope everything is going well for you in Australia. All right. I'll be going live every day this week, and I'll have a video out for you guys too. But let's get into Agarco. Kevin Kelly video is live. Kevin Brown is going to be out later today. Give me 1 second. Let me just send a text while you guys roll in. All right. If you guys have any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, I know this is started early. I had put 7:30, but hope everyone still shows up. Otherwise, you guys can check this out at your convenience. All right. Rambler says, let me get to this comment too. Hey Gary, I think Smith is a safe bet. Have you seen how much taller he is than Jermaine? He looks about 4.5 inches taller. I'm just looking at, Dalton Smith is totally safe. I would have no worries, no concerns, nothing like that. Dalton Smith is another class. I like Jermaine as a fighter, Matthew Jermaine. Good pressure fighter, can get on the inside. He does good work on the inside. He's another. Dalton Smith is future world champion, I believe. So this is another level. Like I don't even think that Jermaine's a bad fighter. I think he's a decent fighter. This is sort of a mismatch. It's sort of a mismatch. Do you think Andy Lee will have much of a difference for Whitaker? I mean, we'll find out. I think Whitaker's the better fighter. I think he can only help him. I think Whitaker wins the fight. I feel a lot safer with Whitaker at about the same odds than I would do a Jerko over Ryan Kelly. Ryan Kelly's a lot easier name to say for me than Cayman Jerko. I hope I'm saying that right. What up, Muscles? What up, Muscles is here. Muscles is in the house. It's good to have Muscles here. What up, my dude? All right. Let me pull up the pro boxing odds. This is everything on the major books. Now they don't have seizures. They don't have somebody of the local books, but of the of the major books. DraftKings is doing quite well. So is there any? DraftKings has got everything. DraftKings is where to be. I can just pull up DraftKings then. All right. No worries then. Muscle says, I think Whitaker will make the right adjustments. The rematch will, but the safer parlay is the over 8.5. I think so. I'm gonna see if I haven't checked the props yet. They've updated a lot. That's good. Let me get to the props. Let me see what props they have. All right, you guys can see this, okay? Christopher Diaz and Jose Antonio Meza is not really worth betting on. Hoden Yosin and Callaway. Someone asked me about this fight. Is Callaway a live dog? Do you guys put in the chat? Do you guys want me to break this down? Hoden Yosin and Callaway. I think this is safe, but I would, before I want to give you anything official, I'd want to take a look at the tape on this. If you guys want me to break down the tape on this, I can get to that. Cedeno and Umara. I love Cedeno in this fight. Kevin Brown, love Kevin Brown doing that tape now. To me, that's an easy money. Kevin Brown's definitely going to win that fight. We got Padley coming up in a comeback fight. He just lost to Shakur Stevenson, minus 1,600. You can throw that in your parlay. Josh Warrington, I wouldn't touch these guys at minus 5,000, minus 3,000. I wouldn't touch these. Ryan Kelly and a Gurko. A Jarko. I would probably take a Jarko. He's just a better athlete. He's quicker. They fight in similar fashions, except one guy's a much better athlete than the other, and that's Agarco. Ryan Kelly's a decent fighter. I just a nice jab. He can get in and out on you. He gets in and out better than Agarco does. But Agarco's a lot faster. He's probably got a little more pop, although he's not a big hitter either. He's accurate from range. He probably lets his hands go a little more. Ryan Kelly's got to let his hands go. He definitely has to let his hands go. Otherwise, he's going to lose the fight because he's going to get beat to the punch over and over and over again. I like Agarco. Do we have a prop on this? Still no props on this. I like Agarco. I don't love him at those odds. It's a close competitive fight. I think Agarco is just, if you can get the over or Agarco by decision, that might be worth betting. I like the over. I like the fight to go the distance. If your book has any props like that, I would probably look at that. That's a pretty good bet to make. Agarco by decision, the over, the fight to go the distance, anything like that. Let's take a look at those props, and that's probably where you want to go. Dalton Smith, this is getting worse right now. It was minus 1,000 yesterday. It's minus 1,200 today. I like Dalton Smith. If you can get a prop, Dalton Smith by stoppage. Still no Dalton Smith by stoppage. I would definitely like Dalton Smith by stoppage as well. But I think what we have here is a pretty good 4-leg parlay. I think I would consider doing this. I think this works pretty well. Vosdick and Holloway, I would not bet on that at minus 5,000. I would not bet on this at minus 10,000. Charles Conwell and Jorge Garcia. That's pretty easy money too. That's going to bring you 5-leg parlay. We're still at minus 137. But Charles Conwell, I think he's a world-class fighter. I think anyone in around that weight class, it's going to be a major problem for sure. Cal Cruz is on this card. Arate is on this card. Let me look at Perez. This is going to be the next fight I break down. Mexican fighter, 32-4. It's a decent fighter. The odds are a little wide. I think Conwell definitely wins. I just, to me, the odds are wide. I think Conwell definitely wins. I'll get to the video on this too. The odds on this are not great. Fandora at minus 2,000, definitely. Tyler Denny at minus 2,500. Lee Cutler and Sam Eggington. Is this fight back on? I am interested in this Lee Cutler and Sam Eggington. That's a good fight for sure. For sure, that's a good fight. I'm definitely into that. Fraser Clark at minus 2,000 at Ebenezer Tete. That's not worth betting on today. I do like Whitaker a lot in this fight, guys. I would probably put Whitaker to win this fight. I would probably throw a bet on that. I like it a lot. If you can get the over. Oh, I would just do this. I would take the over 8.5 on this. I'm taking the over. I'm going to lock this up, guys. I'm going to look to lock up Whitaker and Cameron. I definitely like the over 8.5 on this. That's a really nice bet right there. This is probably going to be the value of the week. I want to give you guys the first peek at this. Guys, there's a lock. Kevin Brown, Dalton Smith, over 8.5. There's a lock right there. Minus 167. 3-leg parlay, 167. To me, that's a sexy lock right there. That's a really nice 3-leg parlay right there. I'm not telling you this is going to be the lock of the week, but I like this a lot. I got to get through the rest of the Kevin Brown tape and compare it to the Charles Conwell tape. But those are the next two things I'm doing. I'm working on Kevin Brown right now. And then after that, I'm going to work on getting you guys the lock of the week. But right now, to me, tentatively, Kevin Brown, Dalton Smith, over 8.5 on Whitaker Cameron. That's a nice looking bet to me. That's a real nice looking bet to me. I definitely think these things go the distance. I would throw some money in on that. That's sexy to me right there. Over 8.5 on Whitaker, Dalton Smith money line. Kevin Brown money line. I'm very close to locking that up right now. I am very close to locking that up. Rambler says, I was looking at that Perez guy. He really winds his punches up. He looks like he is skinny fat. I gotta get to the tape. Let me get to the tape. I don't. He's talking about Jorge Garcia Perez, the one that's fighting Conwell. Let me. He's got some decent wins. I don't want to write him off. Let me get the tape on, and we'll decide from there. Galloway could stop him. Oh, what up, D? What up, D? How you doing, my man? What up, Assad? What up, TJ? What up, TJ? It's good to have you aboard, TJ. Hello, Gary, my brother. I miss you too, Miran. It's good to have you in the chat. Ben Whitaker was minus 2,500 first fight. How do you feel, TJ? How do you feel about Whitaker and Cameron going over 8.5? That's my best bet this week. Minus 300 now is a crazy swing. Did he open up at minus 2,500? Is that what he opened up at? That's wild. There you go. TJ agrees, guys. TJ agrees, and we respect TJ here. TJ gives great takes. Muscles are that. Muscles over 8.5 with a Cameron is the value of the week for sure. I agree. I think that's a great bet. Miran says, my bet for the week, Agarco over 8.5, Smith body punches landed, and Whitaker. Wait, let me. I need to get this. I need to have this. I need to have this over in the US. My bet for the week, Agarco over 8.5. Love it. Smith body punches landed, of course, and Whitaker over 8.5. Plus 220, my lock. Bang! Now, that's a beautiful lock right there, Miran. That is a beautiful lock right there. Might pay a double KO this week. Smith and Charles. Oh, Charles Conwell and Smith. I gotta get into the Conwell tape. I gotta get into the Conwell tape. I reckon Cameron is the kind of guy that has to boil a lot of weight down. He might get stopped. I can't see him getting stopped. Whitaker can't punch. He doesn't even look to punch. I can't see it, Rambler. Then look, the odds are about the same. If you like Whitaker by decision, if you like Whitaker by money line better, Whitaker on money line. Just take Whitaker on money line. The odds are the same, right? The odds are the same, basically. Yeah, but they're both minus 285. So whatever one you like better, Whitaker over, Whitaker money line or over, either one you like, just take it. Just bet it. If you feel good with that, for sure. Hold on, G. Let's not lock that in just yet. I haven't locked it in yet. I haven't locked, but tentatively, if you ask me, Gary, what are you thinking for the lock of the week this week? That's what I'm thinking for the lock of the week. That's where I'm leaning. It's minus 167. I like the odds. I don't want them to get worse on me. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We could throw something else in, but I like that. Callaway could stop Hovind Yostin. I may put a little on Clowney by K. Yeah, was he plus 550, Kyle? I don't mind that. I got to get into the tape more on that. If he's plus 550. If you want to take no props, right? If you get a prop taken by Stockman, that's even sexier. I would get in on that. Rambler, I'll say this: Liam has never been stopped. I don't care how he's been as a power puncher. Yeah, I think the fight's going the over. I'm locking up the over on that. I'm locking up the over on that for sure. Oh, Ajarko and Ryan Kelly over 8.5. I love it. Yeah, I would take the over. You know, if that was a 20 round fight, I would take the over. We're going over in that fight, man. We're going over for sure. I don't have a prop on that. Does anyone have? Guys, I'm gonna get and grab a bottle of water real quick while I'm up. Can someone put in the chat the odds on if they have what the odds are, what the line is for Agurko and Ryan Kelly to go over? Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna grab a bottle of water. I'll be right back. Yeah, if you're getting minus 300 on Agarko and Kelly to go over, I would take that. I would just honestly, you want a better parlay? Agarko and Ajarko. Am I saying this right? Ajarko came in Ajarko. That's about right. And Whitaker, take those two fights to go over. Someone parlay those odds for me. Give me both be around minus 300. I would parlay both of those, and that would be my bet. I think that's a really, really, really good bet, and I would parlay both of those. Fair enough. I recognize you from the TJ Reeves chat at TJ Reeves and Dan Raphael. Bet 365 is 8.5. All right, that's still pretty good. That's still pretty good. I would take that. Bet 365 over 8.5 is minus 500. I would still take it. It's not as good as minus 300 at Miron has, but minus 500 is still good. Let me do a parlay on this. So the odds on that 2-leg parlay would be minus 161. If it's minus 500 and minus 285 on the over, I would take it. I would take this. Absolutely. Minus 500, minus 285, 12 parlay odds, minus 161. Lock that up. You want to add Dalton Smith to it? Add Dalton Smith to it. Yeah, minus 132. There's a 3-leg parlay that I would get in on. Dalton Smith, Agarko over, Whitaker over. Bang, 132. If I can get odds on it, and this is why I'm going to wait on my parlay. I don't want these odds to get worse, but if I can get something like that, I'm locking that in. Whitaker and Agarko over, Dalton Smith's money line, minus 132. That's a nice little parlay right there. That's a real nice 3-leg parlay right there. It's easy, too. Everything on that is almost certainly going to hit. Almost certainly. I took it from Bet 365 earlier today. Wow, the odds have shifted a lot. I'm waiting on the Dalton Smith stoppage prop to drop so I can load up heavy on it. Might be my only bet depending on what the line is. Yeah, let's see what the line is on that. It'll be like minus 550. That's not bad. He's talking about the what would be the line on a Dalton Smith stoppage. Does anyone have a prop for that? Let me see if Pro Boxing Odds has a prop for that. Give me 1 second. Muscles. FanDuel has it better. Dalton Smith by decision. Smith by stoppage. Minus 330. Minus 330 is pretty good. That's a pretty good bet. That's pretty good. I like that. I think he's getting knocked out. Minus 330 Smith by TKO. I like that a lot. I think that's a pretty good bet. Smith to win by decision is plus 390. So they can tell you what the odds are on this. Like to be a draw plus 3,000. But DraftKings doesn't have. I'm just looking at FanDuel's odds. If it's minus 330, that's pretty good. I would still honestly, I like the over bets on the Agarco and the Whitaker fight better. I like the overs on those better. I really, really do. I remember when Dan said skills pay the bills and picked Sonny to beat Bam. Well, look, Dan, here's the problem with Dan. Dan's an idiot, and Dan doesn't know anything about boxing. He thinks Sonny Edwards is a more skilled fighter than Bam Rodriguez. He doesn't know anything about boxing at all. Nothing. I don't know how you cover the sport your whole life, 30 years, whatever the hell he's been covering boxing for, and you never learn a goddamn thing about boxing. I like Sonny Edwards. Bam Rodriguez might be the most skilled fighter in the world. Like, that is such an asinine statement. I don't even care that you took Sonny Edwards. The absurdity in that is fine. I said that was going to be easy work for Bam, and it was. But to pick him because skills pay the bills, and that's your reasoning, tells me you don't understand boxing. The footwork and the angles that Bam hits you with is absolutely incredible. They're incredible. Like, so Sonny Edwards has more skills than Bam Rodriguez. Go take a walk. And I'm a Sonny Edwards fan. I'm an advocate of Sonny Edwards. I'll prop add something else like the over 8.5 to bring it down to minus 165. Here you go. Dalton KO's got minus 1. So we're going to be between minus 300 minus 400 is the guess. FA Jogba to win two-way is 3-1. FA Jogba. FA. Oh, Bacoli. I got a couple weeks. I forgot about that fight. I got a couple weeks for that. Let me get to that. I like Bacoli to win, honestly. I like Bacoli to win, I think. But let me get the tape on that. I'm probably going to stay away from that because I have not had great success with the heavyweight, so I'm finna stay away from that. DBC Heavyweight Boxing obviously likes the heavyweights. Maybe I'll have you on to talk about that if you don't mind. I just checked FanDuel, and Smith by KO is minus 330. It's not bad. That's not muscles. Too bad we don't have FanDuel, but it's minus 330. That is not bad at all. Not bad at all. Dalton Smith opponent is similar style to the last guy he blasted out in one round. Agreed. That's plus 300. High guard pressure fighter. Yeah, with a limited skill set. Exactly. DraftKings will probably have anywhere from minus 3. Yeah, it's about 400. Anywhere in that range. Bet FA. Yeah, I agree. But like he said, what are you getting? 3-1. You're getting plus 300 on it. Like, so there's the thing. If I think it's truly a 50-50 fight and I'm getting plus 300 on it, it's worth it. Like, because if it's 50-50, that means I'm going to hit it half the time. If I hit it half the time and I'm getting plus 300, do the math on that. You're winning more than you're losing. So I'm probably not going to touch it, but it might be worth it. Martin did so well on short notice. Martin Bacoli, yeah. I like Bacoli. FA is not. I agree, TJ. I think Martin Bacoli wins the fight. I agree with you. I haven't gotten to the tape yet on it, but I would imagine I got Piccoli winning this thing wide. Martin took the fight out of training and way out of shape. Parker and Efe are not the same. It's a fair point. All right. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. I don't want to go on too long tonight. I will be back tomorrow for sure. I'm looking forward to that. Let me know if you guys have any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Let me just run through the bets one more time. Yes. All right. So just to recap one more time. Agarco, Ryan Kelly, that video is out tonight. Well, watch the video. I don't want to spoil it for you. It's a good video. Kevin Brown will be out tomorrow. Then I will go live Wednesday, Thursday, probably twice on Friday. I'm going to try to bring you a show every day, Wednesday, Thursday, twice on Friday. I might go live twice on Thursday instead. But I'm going to try to bring you as many shows as I can. I think I'm going to wrap this up. Let me just run through this real quick. Christopher Diaz layoff. I like Hovhannissian. If you guys like Callaway, take him. If you can get him by stoppage, get him by stoppage. I don't really like Callaway in this fight, but I think Cedeno is a good bet. I would lay off all these crazy odds. Kevin Brown, I think, is a good bet. Josh Padley is a decent bet. Josh Warrington, Ryan Kelly, Dalton Smith. Decent bets. I would lay up the minus 5,000, the minus 10,000. Charles Conwell, I have to get to this tape, but I would imagine this is easy money. Gabriel Fundora at minus 2,000, I would probably take. Tyler Denny, minus 20. Cutler and Eggington, this is an interesting one as well. And then Clark and Tete. I don't think that's worth betting at minus 2,000, although I certainly think Frazier Clark is going to win. I just don't see value in that play. I don't see any value in that play. Ben Whitaker, Liam Cameron, minus 285, plus 225. Really good bet here. I like Whitaker, and I like the over on this fight. Both the minus are plus 285. I would parlay both of these. I love both are minus 285. I love Whitaker at minus 285, and I love the over. I think that's the value of the week, the over, minus 285. I would absolutely take that. Also, if you can get Dalton Smith at minus 400 or less, minus 330, I would absolutely take Dalton Smith on that prop too. All right, let me get through these. I like discussing heavyweights. That'll be fun to break down. Hey, TJ, if you ever want to come on, let me know. I'd love to have you on anytime. You know, I value your insight. Rambler says, no guts, no glory. I'm going all in this week, guys. Wish me luck. Hey, may the dice tumble in your way, Rambler. Good luck, man. Let me know what you're doing. Let me know what you got. Let me know what you got cooking. I'm interested. And then Muscle says, I don't like wagering on heavyweights. The safer money is in lightweight, welterweight, and even the heavyweights scare me because I don't think they're very good. They're not very good. On top, they get knocked out. They look great one night. They look terrible the next. Great. I don't like betting on the heavyweights and fights in Japan. Those are fights that scare me off. Anything between 118 pounds and 200 pounds, I feel very confident in. The heavyweights and the 108-pounders in Japan, particularly in Japan for some reason, it's just a losing bet for me. But that's it, guys. If there's any last-minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, put them in there now or forever hold your peace. All right, guys. April 15th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank you, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.